Pi network just moved from 0.07044 to 0.10379. That's a price increase of approximately 47%. Now, most people will immediately ask, is Pi bullish now? Is this the bottom? Will Pi continue higher? But I'm interested in a different question. What actually happened between these two prices? Because when I look at a move like this, I don't just see price going up. I see a process. And if you don't understand the process, it's very difficult to know whether you're looking at the beginning of a new trend or simply a correction inside a larger trend. Let's start with the most important question. Where did this movement actually begin? We can identify 0.07044 as a potential origin of this move, but potential doesn't mean confirmed. This could simply be a temporary stopping point for sellers, or it could become the origin of a new bullish structural process. Those are two completely different possibilities, and this is where I think many traders make a mistake. They see price moving up almost 50% and immediately think Pi is bullish. But a large price increase doesn't automatically tell us who has authority. The deeper question is, what happened to the existing bearish structure? Did buyers actually damage it? Which part of the bearish structure was broken? Did the last seller-controlled structure become invalid? And after that, can buyers actually build a new structure? Because breaking a structure is one thing, maintaining a new structure is another. This is where my fractal authority model comes in. I'm not trying to predict whether Pi will go up or down. I'm trying to observe what is actually happening. Imagine a larger bearish structure. Inside that structure, a smaller bullish structure begins to develop. Does that automatically mean the entire market has reversed? No. The smaller bullish structure may still exist inside a larger bearish structure. And that's why context matters. A bullish movement on one fractal can still be part of a bearish process on a larger fractal. This is why I don't simply look at price is up or price is down. I want to understand, where did the movement originate? What structure created it? How is that structure developing? Who currently has authority? Is buyer authority strengthening? Is seller authority weakening? Has the existing structure actually been damaged? And what evidence would tell me that my current thesis is wrong? Those questions are much more important to me than simply asking, will Pi go up? Because I don't need to know the future to make a decision. I need to understand the present. If the buyer structure continues to develop, I observe. If buyer authority strengthens, I continue to monitor. If the structure remains valid, there may be no reason to interfere. But if the opposing side actually damages the structure that supports my thesis, then I reevaluate. That's the difference between prediction and observation. That's also why a move of almost 50% doesn't automatically mean time to sell, and it doesn't automatically mean time to buy. The percentage tells us what happened to price. The structure helps us understand what may be happening underneath that movement. And that's what I'm trying to explore through the fractal authority model. Not where will Pi go next, but what is actually happening here. Because maybe the most important thing about this 47% price move isn't where Pi goes next. Maybe it's understanding where the movement began, how it developed, and whether the authority behind it is strong enough to continue. That's how I look at the market, not as a collection of random candles, not simply as up or down, but as a process that begins somewhere, a process that develops, a process that can survive or fail, and eventually, a process that ends or transforms into something new. If you want to learn how I'm developing this way of thinking through the fractal authority model, subscribe to Bias Positive Digital Rise. I'm not here to predict the future for you. I'm building a framework to understand the market better. And I'm sharing that journey publicly. If you want to go beyond Pi up, Pi down, buy, sell, then join the journey. Because the deeper question isn't where is Pi going? The deeper question is what is actually happening.